Notice Psalm 95 and verse 6. Here is the motivation or the reason why Jesus calls upon us to worship Him. It says in Psalm 95 verse 6, "O come, let us worship and bow down. Let us kneel before the Lord, our Maker." So the motivation for worship is the fact that He is the Creator and we are His creatures. Worship is due from us because we were created by Jesus Christ. Let's notice one other verse that speaks about the motivation for worship. Nehemiah chapter 9 and verse 6. Nehemiah 9 and verse 6. Here, Nehemiah, inspired by the Holy Spirit, says, "You alone are the Lord. You have made heaven, the heaven of heavens, with all their host, the earth and everything on it, the seas and all that is in them, and you preserve them all." Notice the similar idea to Colossians chapter 1. He's also the preserver, or the one who holds everything together. And now notice how verse 6 ends. The host of heaven, what? The host of heaven worships you. So what is the motivation for worship? The fact that God alone is the Lord, and He made the heavens and everything that is in them. Now, in order to understand the first angel's message then, we have to go back to the story of creation. Because the first angel's message says the reason why you're supposed to worship Jesus or worship God is because He's the Creator. So the first angel's message obviously sends us back to Genesis, to the story of creation. In other words, we cannot understand the first angel's message without going back to Genesis chapter 1 and also chapter 2. So let's go back there to Genesis chapter 1 and verse 31, and we'll read through chapter 2 and verse 1. I want you to notice several interesting details here. It says, "Then God saw everything that He had made." Who had made? God. Who specifically? Jesus. "Then God saw everything that He had made, and indeed it was very good. So the evening and the morning were the sixth day. Thus the heavens and the earth and all the host of them were" what? Finished. I want you to remember that word. Finished. Let me ask you, what day did Jesus finish His work of creation? He finished the sixth day. The word finished is used. Who did all of the work the first 6 days? Jesus did all of the work. Did human beings do any of the work? Did Adam and Eve do any of the work? Absolutely not. It says clearly, "Then God saw everything that He had made," and then it says that He finished the sixth day, saw that it was good, and His works were finished. But now we need to talk about the day after the sixth day. Let's talk about the seventh day. Go with me to Genesis chapter 2 and verses 2 and 3. Genesis chapter 2 and verses 2 and 3. And I want us to notice several interesting things in these two verses.